Okay, everybody, I'm so excited to share with you a little bit more about our food. Now, in this video, you're going to learn different ways of getting our food and more about our food in general. So, it's freeze-dried. And what this is I will show you a little flyer. This is our freeze-dried process of how we get our food, okay? So we have our produce that's picked at the peak of perfection. So anything picked perfectly ripe has more color, flavor, and nutrition in it. Then it's freeze-dried within a couple hours after picking to lock in all that color, flavor, and nutrients. Then it's put into our cans. What happens is it's put into a big chamber where the temperature drops and like a vacuum sucks all of the moisture out of the cans, and then you're left with just our freeze-dried product. And because of this process, we have a 25-year shelf life on our cans. On a can unopened, 25 years is awesome to be able to sit on your shelf that long. Now, our produce actually has more nutrients in it this way is because it's picked when it's perfectly ripe and freeze-dried within a couple hours. All that nutrients is locked into it. Whereas at the grocery store, produce is picked really green and underripe so that it can travel to the grocery store and last as it travels to the grocery store. And then by the time it gets to the grocery store, it's lost a lot of nutrients because every day after the produce has been picked, it loses nutrients every day. So by the time you bring it home, it's at least a week to 2 weeks old. And so that is our freeze drying process. Now, because of that process, we don't have to add any salts, sugars, or preservatives. It's GMO-free, hormone-free, and gluten-free options as well. We even have organic options. So it's nice to know that there's no added salts, sugars, or preservatives in our produce. We don't need to do that. And as you can see, right here, here's our strawberries. So I'll just show you as an example. I hope you could read that. The ingredients list is clean and simple. So all there is strawberries. I think it might be backwards for you, but you could see that if you can't pronounce the item, the ingredients, you really shouldn't be eating them. Now, just to show you size difference, so this is our family size can, and this is our pantry size can. So our pantry cans are about 1/3 the size of our regular cans. And like I said, 25-year shelf life on a can unopened. After you open the can, it lasts a good year sitting on your shelf. Now, I just want to show you also that you can get them in snacky size pouches. Now these pouches are great to just grab and go. We also have individual pouches, which are a little bit smaller, and they're great to just throw into a purse or a backpack or a lunchbox. So really easy. Now, and we even have cheese. I love the cheese. Now, just to show a little bit of a difference between freeze-dried and dehydrated, this is a dehydrated item that I have. Now, can you take a guess as to what you think that might be? Now, I'm sure you won't guess what it is because it's kind of crazy, but I opened a can of dehydrated that I had, and this is actually this. Oops, and I dropped all the items. So it's cauliflower. Now, cauliflower dehydrated, I'll show you the difference again. So dehydrated versus freeze-dried, this is the difference. With the freeze-dried cauliflower, it's big, beautiful florets. You can eat it dry, just like this. I love eating it dry. Crunchy cauliflower, super sweet. I don't mean to eat and talk at the same time, but I can't resist whenever I have the cauliflower. Now, that just shows you a little difference between the dehydrated and the freeze-dried. I have a little picture here. So, bananas and strawberries that have been dehydrated, fresh, freeze-dried. Freeze-dried really looks the exact same as the fresh. And it has the same, if not more, nutrients in our freeze-dried than fresh from the grocery store. I'll tell you more about the nutrients, the nutrient value, and all about that in the next video that I'll be posting. So, ways of using Thrive. Now, this is a meal in a jar. This is a whole meal, so you have the meats, the veggies, everything that you need in a cute little meal in a jar. Also at home, I will do this, just in a Tupperware container. This is scrambled eggs, so there's my scrambled eggs, my kale and spinach, my peppers, my onions, all ready to go. I will just add water in here, shake it up, throw it into my pan, and just cook it. So really easy and convenient that way. I also love to powder. I will take a bunch of my greens, and as you could see, I just powdered them into just a magic bullet, took all my greens, blended it together, and you can throw this into spaghetti sauces, with smoothies, anything that you want to get all of that, the good greens in there. Now, I will show you too another thing that I like to do, and this is just to either, you can eat it dry, just like I showed you with the cauliflower, or you can refresh it into your everyday cooking. So these are some peas, and all I do is add some water. I just let it sit a few minutes, and then I will just show you within just a couple minutes. Sorry, I wish I could tilt this enough to show you, but I'll show you here. This is peas. Can you see the bright color of those peas? And they're all ready to go. That was perfect. I would leave them a couple minutes, then I would just add butter, and then you have instant peas without having to thaw them. And the freshness is it's delicious. So that is just to show a little bit about freeze drying and the process of that and the different size cans that we have and the shelf life. So hope that taught you a little bit about our food, and I'm excited to tell you about the nutrient content too. That's in the next video. So watch for more. I'll teach you some more next time. See ya.